gotta see this. Yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finesse a nigga with some counterfeits.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the German Muscle channel. So about a week ago I started fixing the dent that's on the roof of my car, and I made 2 videos about that, and I haven't finished it up yet. The reason why it's going to be 3 videos is because the SIM card that I had before, it would only let me record up to 20 minutes, and yeah, so it was going to be a pretty short video if I made it in one video, because I would have to like cut a lot of it out or speed a lot of it up. So anyways, I'm going to try to finish it up in this video. Only thing I have to do is sand it down a little bit more until it's completely flat, and then I think I might have to add another layer of Bondo to it. And if I do that, then I'm going to go ahead and fix the other dent that's in the roof as well. Alright guys, so I'm going to be using 80 grit sandpaper again in this. You can't see that, but this is 80 grit. If you guys are wondering why I'm using water, that's because there's a lot of dust, and yes, I am wearing my mask, but there's people around here and I don't want people calling and complaining on me about dust getting on their car. I also have this dent right here that I'm going to repair, and this tiny little dent right here. So if you guys can see that on camera, yeah, my entire car is full of Bondo dust. That's why I'm using water. If you guys can see this right here, this little rust spot looking thing, that needs to come out. So if you guys are doing body work, you want to make sure that you get all the rust out, because if you don't, then you're going to have a rust problem. And if you guys can see this right here, I found out these are actually metal, not plastic, so you're good. But I want to finish sanding down my arrowhead and get it fixed up. Alright guys, so for those of you wondering what to do when you sand it down and you lay Bondo and then you have bare metal shine through, so I'm actually going to show you guys a little trick, because if you guys don't take care of this now, it will flash rust. Then you'll have to sand all that rust out and then sand out the Bondo. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick to take care of that, so you guys avoid the rust in the morning. Alright guys, so what I do is I just get some wax and I just put it on the spot, good amount like that, and then try to avoid the Bondo. Just rub it in like that, rub it in right there, every place that has metal showing through. You just want to coat it. That way it doesn't flash rust when you come out in the morning to sand everything. Now, the only thing you have to do to get this stuff off, in case you guys are worried, only thing you have to do, wipe it off in the morning or whenever you come out to finish up the job, and then use some Dawn dish liquid. We'll remove all of the oils and greases and all that stuff, so you guys will have a clean surface to work on. So tomorrow when I come out here, I'm just going to wipe all this off, spray it down with some Dawn dish liquid and warm water, and then sand everything down. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, you guys, so it is the next day, and as you guys can tell, all of the wax that I put on the metal is still on here. So I'm just going to show you guys how to wipe it off. Well, you guys should know how to wipe it off, but as you guys can tell, right here's where the bare metal was, along with right here, and there's no rust on it. Same with right here, no rust. That's why you put something on the metal so it doesn't flash rust. It's supposed to be raining around 7 o'clock today. It's like 3 o'clock, and only thing I need to do is sand this down, and sand the entire area around them. Probably gonna have to tape off the window and get ready to prime everything in. Alright guys, so if you guys remember how big that was, it's about as big as this right here. And I got it down to a little egg. This is the world's famous egg right here. So go ahead and leave a like for that. If you guys can't tell, when you're sanding down Bondo and you got a painted area, if you didn't sand down the paint first like you should, the reason why I do it like this is because I make sure that the Bondo is smooth and flat. So if you still have paint around the Bondo and you go to sand it down, what happens is when the Bondo actually gets flat, it will start to take the paint off with it. So when you go like this, see, this right here is completely flat. That's why there's so much metal shown right there. So when you go over it with sandpaper and knock all this down in the middle, it's gonna make it flat. So then go across it like this, and it'll start taking the paint up. That's how you get flat Bondo. So that's my method of what I use to get Bondo really flat and smooth. Alright, you guys, so got everything sanded down really good. Got this sanded down really good, and next step is to primer everything. Got everything wiped down with alcohol. So gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna paint it. And if you guys watch my previous videos, you guys will know that I'm not worried about overspray, because I can get overspray off. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw a couple light coats of primer over this, and then I'll end the video there. Alright, you guys, so that's all I'm going to lay down for right now. I'm going to let this dry, and then come back and do some more coats, and then sand everything down and get everything ready for the paint. Should be picking it up next week. It's the same color as my car, 668, and that's the color code. So it's jet black. So I have a paint company making some paint for me. So that's where I'm going to end the video at, guys. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to leave a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I do plan on fixing the dent in the door right here and the dent in the fender probably tomorrow. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow, and so stay tuned for that. That's all I have for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Lick a boss like to get on my channel. Give your life to be a solidified. This motherfucking shit is like Rambo when he's out of bullets. So what good is a fucking machine gun when it's out of ammo?